Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Ragin Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store for you today. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Troy Trojans, taking on the Louisiana Ragin Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Ragin Cajuns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Trojan, Jesse.
And he's a guy that can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can.
To the 18.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The RPO, it's complete. At midfield, he's got room. Off he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans! Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Louisiana's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up and
batted into the air, and it's picked. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before. It's in business.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Rooms of these teams who did battle today. Eastern Michigan is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shame that might have been a little closer than Eagles fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Ragin' Cajuns want to move quickly. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Feeling some heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Going up top on first down. He's got it down the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Ragin' Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the catch. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. The Ragin' Cajuns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. They'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The snap sets up the throw. He caught it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Giving up the deuce on the safety. Now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin' Cajun offense headed to the field. Line gets set, first down. On the ground with the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Red pass, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Ragin' Cajuns decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a...
Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He's right on target. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ragin' Cajuns.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man quickly. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Third down play from the gun. He's got an open man. Got a lot of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's wrestled to the ground.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
And the Trojans are on the move. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, two guys...
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Troy.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude.
Looking deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Louisiana. A great catch and run for 6.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And this defense stepping up, I love it. You got to match your offense. Your offense has got it rolling. Now this defense is doing their part.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They keep attacking through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect him.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Throwing right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Ragin' Cajuns will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab down the left side. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Troy!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the extra point is good. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisiana has it back, in the Ragin' Cajun offense headed to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start racing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Ragin' Cajuns line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything.
Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for kicking the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Ragin' Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll throw it on first down. He looks that one in nicely. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And once he
number 7,
they had no shot at catching it.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the tailback. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. And back to the air on second down. Trying to find his man in the middle. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Taking it the other way. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and if this is...
And the Heat will get home.
You feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback? That is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Complete downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Getting some heat. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Takes it the other way. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cajuns. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
There's a live football. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 30. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ragin Cajuns.
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense set for a first down play. Corners are going to bail. Snags a quick pass on the left.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
At the 40, there he goes. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. quick release by the QB. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. They'll go to the ground. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Louisiana. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll line up for a second down play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 45, on his way. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just see.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Troy. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Louisiana, 37.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Louisiana, Ragin cajuns.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Ragin Cajuns want to crank the tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got his man. Turns it on in midfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Ragin Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Marked it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now on second and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Cajuns! And here they come, almost all the way back. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense, too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing.
All kinds of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
It's complete. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep driving alive like this. Wonderful job.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Trying to punch it in. Tripped up for the tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take a dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back open in the middle. The ball's free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game, and now
wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Ragin' Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Ragin' Cajuns. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
How about that play? Late in the ball game, you need a play. You throw it up to your guy, and he makes the play. That That is execution at its best in the clutch moments. Nice throw, nice catch.
It's caught. The two-point try is good, and now it's a three-point game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire